August 20th, so that means that yesterday, actually the 19th, was my 2-month dreadiversary. Yeah, so it's been 2 months now since I got locked up, and yeah, um, what's changed? Well, the other day I started to do a wee bit of maintenance, just with the tips, the blunted ends, where they were coming out. I used the couple tools that I had picked up from Dreadhead HQ, the loose hair tool. I tried that on one of the bigger dreads, and that actually worked really well on the first one. Then the second one, it wasn't 100%, but whatever, it did the job. And then after that, I was using the lock sculptor, which is a lot finer, a lot smaller, and I was using that to clean up the ends, and seemed to do a pretty good job. And I don't think if you use the really fine, if you use the really fine lock sculptor, it doesn't seem to damage the dreads at all. Hopefully, anyway, that'll be the case. So we'll see. But anyway, the ends look a lot better than they were looking. I was getting kind of fed up with them being out, and it had been 2 months, so I figured that the ends are kind of locked up enough anyway that that hopefully it'll catch this time. We'll see. And other than that, today I had the strings, all the strings removed. They were looking kind of funny actually, because there was at least that much growth anyway, on pretty much all the dreads, so that the strings were down there, and so it looked kind of silly anyway. So I got those cut off, and yeah, so I think they're starting to look more like dreads now anyway, and well, yeah, I feel that I have dreads now at this point. They're locked up pretty tightly, and they're, changing more and more. So we'll see. And yeah, so those are the two big developments anyway. Is that yeah, I was doing a bit of maintenance on the blunted ends to keep them good and blunted, and got the strings taken off. I noticed on one of them back here, anyway, you can see where it's still pretty tight in there, but that should come out in the next little bit anyway, so it doesn't look like it's been squeezed really tightly anyway. Yeah, so hopefully nature will take its course. But yeah, it's pretty cool actually, the way, excuse me, the way they're coming along anyway. I noticed that in the sections, the loose hair at the roots, that it, even though it's still in the sections, that it all seems to kind of start to mat together, stick together there, and then it just somehow all goes into the dread, into the dread shape and that, and yeah, so that's why I took had the strings taken off anyway, was because there was at least an inch or more of growth, new dread growth, on all those dreads, and so it was on the scalp side of the strings, so that there was really no point in having the strings there anymore. They weren't really serving any useful purpose, and yeah, so they're gone. Other than that, yeah, I think yeah, they're looking pretty good. I washed them today, also, so they're sort of little stiffer than normal and sticking out, but they loosen up after a day or so. And yeah, products, still haven't used any wax at all, and so I would say that at this point I probably won't be using wax, I don't think, at all. You know, 2 months into it, my dreads are looking like this, so I don't really need the wax. And yeah, so we'll just do without it. And going in for maintenance 3 months, actually a week earlier, because I'll be down in the city that weekend anyway. So yeah, so three and a half weeks from now, and yeah, go in for maintenance and see what Chris says about how they're doing and so forth. As far as the products go, I do use the tropical tightening gel after I wash them. I put that on, and that's basically all I've been using. Occasionally, I do use the peppermint, cool peppermint spray, cooling spray, if it's particularly itchy. And also I've used the, what is it? This stuff. Also, yeah, used that once where they were starting to feel a little grungy, but I didn't have time to wash them that day, so I sprayed that on, and yeah, made them smell really nice, and yeah, it stayed like that all day actually too. So it was great. And other than that, I've been washing them at least once a week, usually twice a week, and palm roll every couple days or so. So 2 or 3 times a week, except of course not including the days that I wash them. On those days, then of course you palm roll twice, and I do the root rubbing probably every couple days, and that, and yeah, that's about it. So I will do the spin around and let everybody see what they're looking like now. There's the top. And then we'll go to the side. There's the back. And there's this side. Maybe get a little closer. Let you see what they look like. And hopefully there you can maybe see where the new growth, how it's knotting up and everything. Yeah, so that's these are my dreads at 2 months. Um, yeah, who knows? We'll see. Might maybe do something with the top dreads to get them a little longer. I don't know. Thought about perhaps doing extensions on some of these ones at the top, just to give them a little kickstart, because they are shorter than that. But who knows? I'll see what Chris has to say. She's the boss. She's the authority anyway, the definite expert. She certainly knows what she's doing and does an awesome job. So we'll see. Yeah. So that's it. And yeah, those are my dreads. Yeah, I'd say they're looking like dreads. Definitely short, definitely baby dreads, but anyway, they're coming along, and I'm pretty happy, I guess, for 2 months out that this is what they're looking like, and yeah, we shall see. And yeah, that's about it for now, and do the next one, I guess, in next month. Yeah, so that'll be, yeah, my next one will be just after, well, September 19th, and so that'll be a few days after the maintenance, and yeah, I'll probably do some shots, take some pictures, just before the maintenance and after the maintenance. Yeah, probably down at the drag quarters, just to let you see what the difference is and what's been done. Yeah, yeah, other than that, haven't, loose hair doesn't seem to be too much of a problem, as long as you do the regular palm rolling, and the tropical tightening gel is awesome for that too. And I still sleep with a buff on my head, and I think that probably helps a bit too with all the loose hair. And oh, one other thing is I've started to use, I guess 2 weeks ago, started to use a sea salt spray. I'll usually put it on the day that I'm going to wash my hair. Didn't do it today though. But yeah, I'll spray it on all over, and let it dry in there. And also, one time I did it, I sprayed it on, and then I palm rolled it in to the dreads, and then sprayed it on again a little later that day, and then after it dried, then I washed them, and yeah, so I don't know if that helps, but yeah, I noticed that when I did use the bigger loose hair tool, that yeah, on some of those dreads, like it was a struggle to get it in there, because yeah, they're locking up pretty tightly. And yeah, so that's partly also why I switched over to the block sculptor, because I figured if they were that tight, then I probably could be doing more harm than good with the bigger loose hair tool. And yeah, and so that's about it. And oh yeah, with the sea salt spray too. Also, um, one time I did it, and then intending to wash my hair that day, and then for one reason or other, I wasn't able to, and washed it the next day, and it didn't seem to bother my scalp at all or anything. Having the sea salt spray in there, it's probably not a whole lot different from sweating and then leaving that in. Um, who knows? But anyway, that's all for now. That's what's happening, and yeah, take care. We'll see you, and I'll do another update in a month. So, ciao.